that you see right here. Even here's another image of it, okay? But now these right here are actually in stone. Do you see? Do you see that? Now watch. Okay? Now as you can see,
so means that the God is calling you to obedience, to bear witness to the divine law, to bear witness to God. That's what this bell means.
okay, to bear witness to God. Now listen, I done already told you guys over and over that I'm a manifestation of light that came here to this planet, got embodied inside of these aggregates to walk around here and communicate with all you other people that's the same thing, but you don't have knowledge yourself, so you don't know that. So I've been sent here to wake your ass up and say, listen, you are on your way to hell. I hate to tell you that, but the universe has decided to eradicate all mankind on this planet. The wicked ones, that is the most wicked and the ones that has caused all this bullshit, has already built elaborate escape tunnels, created hell for themselves, just like they predicted everybody else they were going to go to. Here's the secret. Everybody else can wake up and get away from their foolishness right now and change their consciousness and start making a change of what the outcome of this planet would be just by changing the way you think. That's what I'm here to tell you, all right? Okay, that's what I was sent here to tell you. Where we at now is these guys are going to run in the ground and leave everybody on the surface to get burnt up by what they want you to believe is a bunch of planets that's just governed by the universe, and they come every 3,700 years and all they rhetoric. It's like, no. The Mayan calendars and all that other stuff has nothing to do with no one telling you shit about no cosmic event coming around that has happened over and over before. Yes, it has, but the Europeans have not been on the earth long enough to know that. Okay? The only way they can tell you their story of something is that they should have some type of inclination or some type of predisposition or some type of prophecy of what to expect. And you can see the prophecy bringer is always us melanated people, because we're the one with the melanin that keeps us in touch with our universe and the spiritual information that comes from the sunlight. I'll prove that to you in a minute. Okay, real simple. The bells are here to be synonymous to say when you hear the bells ring, I just showed you at the beginning of this clip the sounds coming from the sky. Those are the bells ringing. Now I showed you this in stone. Prophecy that people got together as a whole nationality of people and put in years of work. Probably took 100, 200 years to make these temples. But they did it because they painstakingly took little chisels and everything and carved these things. And look, this is some grand God-given instructions. Okay, I don't care what no white man try to tell you about his greatness. What we know is that his greatness comes from aggression and stealth. Okay, we know that. These people got up every morning and went and did this painstaking work under divine guidance of the universal creator, our sunlight. Okay? I am under the same instructions. The work that I have to do is greater than any of these structures got built, because these structures got built for me. Real simple. They were built before I got here. So when I get here, I have something to corroborate my story. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, hotel. Family, listen up. This again is the Temple of Isis in Egypt. I always go here because I want to show you this synonymous reaction with the sunlight when it's sending a message. Now, we've been talking about sound. There's 4 senses. We know there's hearing, there's seeing, there's touch, and there's smell. There's other senses too. But we're going to start with those 4, all right? There's actually 6 senses. We'll get back to that later because I don't want to track off. But we're going to start with the 4. Right now, we just did hearing. That's the bells. We all been hearing the sounds coming from the sky and everything. I told you that was synonymous with God giving you an extra warning that, okay, yes, these are prophets walking the earth. Listen to them. I've already wrote in stone about the bells. Don't worry about what you read in the Bible. Everything in the Bible has been plagiarized from the hard work of the Africans doing it in stone. That should take power over any damn thing somebody write. Okay, the only way you're going to get someone that is not under a dictatorship to get up and do that type of hard-ass work voluntarily and with energy of joy and glean is because they have the right spirituality. And those were the circumstances that those people built those stone structures. because they were writing God knowledge in stone, so it'll be around today. That's what all African civilizations did. They created everything that was about them as a representation of their creator essence. That's the reason why so much of what's above is below. That's what this pyramid right here represents, right there. Now, I started with this pyramid because this is at the temple of Aset. I was going to say Isis, but we all know, I done told you, Isis is the name that was given to a goddess that was plagiarized from Egypt and given a white personification and changed to Isis. Like Yeshua ben Panthera, his personification was stolen and given his life occurrences was given to Jesus Christ. Same plagiarization, okay? I just want you guys to listen to this. As I narrate to this, we on light now. Now, I'm claiming to you so you can know. Not because I'm getting anything out of the deal. Listen, people hate me so much because I have to bring this information. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I'm not saying this to you guys because I think it's going to make me be famous or privileged. No, you motherfuckers hate me. And I know that. But I don't care. Because really what you're doing is expressing your self-hatred toward the mirror that I am. Because I point out to you who you are. That's what you hate. I think I'll point that out to you too. But while I'm doing this, I want you to know who's doing it. Okay? So you'll know that. It might help you. If it don't, I don't care. Somewhere I messed up where I'm the person that have to do this. So I'm going to do it to fix my karma. Okay? So don't take it personal. I'm doing it because I have to. Alright? Otherwise I wouldn't do it. I don't think nobody is worth it. I don't. I think it's a waste of my time.
It's masculine, feminine.
Now you watch this because it's going to change.
Feminine.
From that solid light
with the capability of
to different
masculine, feminine
arrangement of light. I just wanted to show you the synonymous color arrangements. Now look at those colors. Look at the triangles and everything that you see in there. Okay? Because it's going to change to something totally different. Within the next minute, it should. I think, if I did right. Did I stop it? No, it's still going. Alright, here's the deal. Now, that's the change. Okay, you can still see the synonymous arrangement with the sunlights coming to the earth as information from the universal creator, which is God. Okay, now this is in the daytime. I pointed this camera at the sun in the daytime. For some reason the blackness just appeared. It's like, why did it go black? This is about noontime. Well, it went black because this is God, and God could do things like that. Okay, so it gave us a background contrast so you can see the colors are synonymous with the colors we just left over in Egypt. I don't know when that camera took that picture, but what I'm pointing out to you is the temple of Aset in Egypt at one time was holy ground. Now you just saw that spiral in here, I'm sure. These spirals, as you know, is just to let you know who the man is in the spiral, because this is in my camera. They're putting these spirals in my camera to let you know who I am. Okay, I'm saying that to you to let you know who I am. Yesterday, it was raining. I'm running around working hard, trying to support myself, driving a damn truck that I hate so much because of the attitude of you people. You know, it's like, you know that I want that stuff that's out in your driveway, and you know I need that to survive, and I'm not going to your door, and you just act like you're not even home. But you want me to take it so you could call the police, and it's obvious junk. So it's just selfishness and bad programming. Okay, I just want to throw that in there. And while I'm at it, do you see this laser right here pointing at the earth? That's what that is. That is the sun saying, I got a weapon. I can burn your ass up. I see what you've done to my children, and you think that you are all that. Okay, let me show you who really got some shit. Do you see the things in the background that everybody is trying to make you believe are planets? They tell you that Nibiru is a planet, right? Let me help you out. Nibiru is a mothership. All these little white lights that you see flying around at night, kicking this white man ass all over the planet, are the same lights that you see in this picture right here. Okay, the white man has no more power on this planet The only power he has is the power that you idiots that still want to follow him give him. God has already sent these light entities here to destroy him. Okay? They have been whooping his ass too. Destroyed his navy, every damn thing. Alright? The only power he has left is his manipulation of your mind. That's all. Now, it's time for everybody to start waking up, because let me explain something to you. The true universal energy that's here now has appointed a new representative on this planet, and it's me. It's real simple. That cannon right there that you're looking at, you can think it's trick camera stuff, whatever you want to think, but I'm going to tell you what it is. It's my weapon. That's exactly what it is. So go ahead, be Mr. Smartass, treat me like you've treated all the other black men on this planet, and do everything you can to make sure that I be a failure. I want you to, because I've warned you. Now we got sound and light. Alright? That's all to it. This is the sun doing this. It's showing you the female right there. It's saying you guys have did her really wrong. That's what it's saying. It's saying you have mistreated my vortexes. You have mistreated my uteruses. You're even scraping my uteruses out, putting in plastic uterus, because you know what the uterus is. See, this is the devil that you are. You know what that uterus is, don't you? I know you do. And so you try your best to tell those women as quick as you can that they have those fiber tumors, and talk them into getting hysterectomies, right? Because you're so evil, you want to cut out their connection with their cosmic energy. And you know it's their uterus that puts them in constant contact with the universal cosmic chemicals, because that's their doorway to bring souls back and forth. And you know the female's vagina is synonymous as their energy that's inside of the earth. See all these colors right here? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the sunlight showing you that I am going to use the goddess segment to burn the earth up. I'm going to use the goddess segment to send water to a lot of you wicked ass people and drown your asses. The goddess segment is who people refer to as wormwood in the Bible. And the Bible predicts about the end of time when wormwood show up. Well, wormwood is here. They talk about Chernobyl and Russia and everything. Yeah, it's because the Russians are the one who's been doing all the bullshit that went around the whole world and set up these Nazis and these Zionist headquarters and these corrupted corporations and these corrupt governments, all European. That's the reason why they talk about Chernobyl meltdown and all these nuclear facilities, because they're all being destroyed right now by these lights that you see flying around at night. Those are the same motherships that deploy those white lights that you, because you can see the white lights are in there. They all in there if you look hard enough. They are all in there. And if you look hard enough, you will see them in there. But see, this is the weaponry that I'm working with. So go ahead and get prepared and think that it's going to be cute to see another black man walking down the street with a backpack and all that old shit that you guys just overlook and think it should be that way, after I've showed you who we were before the destructive power of you guys came on the earth and who the universe designed for us to be. So that's who we're going to be. So in order for us to come back to that, what do you think need to be eradicated? Real simple. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, and the people who invented that shit. All y'all asses is sayonara. Which means, black woman, you stay out there on their side with them, sayonara to your ass too. Real simple. Real simple. Because see, this is real power. It's the sun. And that bullshit that they got you stuck in with that Bible brainwash teaching, and then they giving you dollars to be hoes and look down on your true self, and your own hair ain't good enough, and you got to put those dumbass nails on. When you can see who the universe made you, the goddess of this woman, and you sell out like that, the goddess of this planet, and you sell out because you want him to give you some stuff that you should be having in your heart to stand up and want to take care of yourself. Why you want to bow down to somebody that you know has stolen everything from you and beg him to give it back. And instead of going out planting your own food, reading the books that's necessary so you could be able to take care of your own coochie, you give all that power to him. And that's why everybody is so sick and so decadent, because of how selfish and how motivated he is to see everything die. Because he's dead. That's why everything about this earth is dead, dead, dead. Now this sun is showing you all this energy of light to let you know that there's just too much potential on this earth for people greatness to be sent around here letting all this decadence, where now 80% of the people on the earth have to die because people don't want to change the conceptualization of things. And I'm going to tell you why I know that. Because the work that I do, I should never have a problem getting anything on my truck. I see the white guys don't. Not at all. But because of your rejection of the God man, everything that's been fair to you and has sustained you and been really, really precise about showing you concern of your well-being, and then you turn around and then deliberately slash everything that someone else needs for their survival and think that it is something that you should put energy into having high self-esteem over. See, that's the reason I don't mind telling you about yourself, because you believe that your actions make you a great person, but your actions have given your ass front row tickets to this light show and to the big water escapade that's coming. That's what I'm here to tell you. I don't care who don't like it. You can see that I'm diligent about it. I don't care. I don't care, because I'm not going to be the person that's going to be responsible if I don't do well, because God knows I get my ass up every day when I'm knocking on your door and you see me out there knocking and you just sit there and don't even open the door when you know that you could give me that shit, or at least have the decency to come to the door and say, well, I want to keep that, or whatever, you know, it's just like I stand at the door and knock it to any man. Okay, that's what I bring to the world. It's like, you guys are so ignorant. You can just see good things in people, but you still overlook that and want to make good people be bad. Accuse them, false accuse. Even though I gave your ass shit to help you, then you lie and say I stole something from you. Alright? Or either I take wheels away from your house so your little children won't have to worry about spiders accumulating in them and biting them, and then you don't want to pay me when you know I've expressed to the world all the struggles that I'm having, and I'm letting you know I'm a God man. And then you guys say, well, if he's such a God man, why can't he get money? Well, because you motherfuckers is making it hard for all the God men and people to live on this earth. People who does not want to follow your system of societal decadence are always targeted to be failures. And that's why I'm going to be a failure, because I'd rather be a failure financially than to be a success and get a seat on your bus to hell. That's exactly why. So it's not a secret. The sun will burn your ass up. Oh, one more thing too. And the sun is going to burn you up. Don't get mad at me for telling you that. It's because of your actions. Everybody who has a chance to change, you need to. Because whatever happens on the earth, where you go after this depends on what was in your heart when it happens. So you can erase bad karma by employing genuine acts of love and concern and compassion for other people. That's how you eradicate bad karma, by implementing things that bring on good karma. So if you see me knocking at your door and you think I'm not going to open the door because I'm a sorry ass motherfucker that's always been that way, and I don't care if it's raining, and I don't care if he's trying to feed his children, that's not my problem. It is your problem. See, because when slaves was running away trying to make it to freedom, every person got involved there to make sure he couldn't escape. But now when it's time for reparation and everybody be picked up and everything get fixed again, all of a sudden everybody want to say, well, that's not my problem. Well, it wasn't your problem when you always called and lied. And as soon as you saw somebody in the alley, right away they have to be doing something wrong, right? Well, we gonna see about all that, because the universe is sick of all the bad things that has happened to people because of the wickedness that has been implemented on this earth through spiritual bondage, Christianity, Islam, as well as Judaism, corrupt governments and corrupt corporations, you're all going to die. Real simple. When I knocked on some individual door yesterday in the rain, after I've been driving all day, seeing stuff, knocking, and no one opened their door all day. It's so frustrating. And then you say, why don't you get a regular job? Because it's the same brutal bullshit that I have to deal with on those jobs. Okay? But anyway, back to your ass. What was that smart ass shit you said? I'm like, yo, can I have that stuff out by the garage? That's an antique. And if you touch it, I'll shoot your ass. Okay, I'm glad you... What did I tell you before I left? Oh, well, thank you for your honesty. That's all I said and bounced. I wasn't going to stand on your porch and try to point out to you that you was a dumbass. I'm so sick of that. You white men know. You wise enough to know that the only reason that you have those stupid ass attitudes is because you feel incomplete every time you look at your white ass face. It's real simple. If you stop wanting to be white, you won't have to be white, because people will be able to have sex with whoever they want to. And believe me, nobody wants to be white. You guys believe that. But if you were so happy being white, then you would be really looking at whiteness as a privilege instead of trying to hate everybody that's not white. See, listen, wouldn't it be ridiculous for a person that had a Bentley to look down on a person with a Pinto? What kind of stupid shit is that? Imagine if there was 10 people on the earth that all had Bentleys, and they all decided they're gonna kill everybody that drive those Pintos. Why would they want to? I'm privileged enough to have a Bentley. Why should I waste my time worrying about the people that don't have a Bentley? I'm privileged. I have one. The only reason why the people that is privileged and have all the material wealth do everything they can to make sure that the people that's underprivileged and don't have any material wealth does not get any is because the material wealth that you all have, you know you stole it. And you know by giving the people that you stole it from a chance to resurrect or create an infrastructure for themselves, those people will not need you anymore because they're very wise. And if those people ever return to their greatness of depending on each other, you know for a fact your fancy, extravagant way of living will be eradicated because you can't do it. You have to create systems of oppression to be able to have the shit that you have. So you, dumbass, they told me if I touched that thing on the side of your house, you was going to shoot me. Check this out. You should not have said that to me because there was no reason to. I had not violated anything. I wouldn't be knocking on that door in that house that you live in if your ancestors would have came over here and stole this land from my ancestors. So I hope they kill you. I really do. I hope that they kill you because I see who you are. For you to say something like that to me, and I didn't do anything but have the dog stupidity of knocking on a white man's door. You know what? A lot of you white men are going to die real fast because the earth is going to eradicate you. Real simple. You're not needed. You shouldn't be here anyway. Hotel. All right, let's go through this. From 3, right here. This is the Trinity. Right there. As you can see, the tail goes right there to let you know there's more to come. You understand? That's what the tail means. That means that you've got to get to the end of the tail before you get to the end. But as you can see, you never got to the end of the tail. It just went right there and went into infinity. That means that it could be forever. That means it has no end. The spiritual energy that came and manifested right here came through this pipe right here, where you had 3 forces of energy fell through this pipe. If 3 energy forces connected, was fed through this pipe right here, and it was it was bought. Do you understand the feet? The feet representing walking, movement, motion. I mean that these energy forces walked up to this portal, which is the female uterus on top. But there's 3 polarities there. There's male, female polarities, and the testicles and the ovaries. The Amarapatar became a manifestation right here. This right here went there. It gave birth. It came out as this God right here. You see the God energy? That's the color. the color of fire. That's what we all are, light. That's what we are. You see the light there? You see these two light colors mixed together and became this color. Okay? This color right here is the color of the goddess Sekhmet. It's light. It's fire. It's what you call Nibiru. It's what you call wormwood. Okay? That's why she has the disc on her head with the serpent. Resurrection. Come back around. She's back around. Okay? A cycle. Completion. 60. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. December the 12th. 12th day. 12th year. 12 o'clock noon. 12 minutes after. High noon time. Okay? That's going to be a day that you want to be looking at the skies. At that time. Okay. The manifestation of male God energy. Spiritual energy that goes back into a uterus. This uterus is that Kundalini serpent that I've been telling you about, that hides the rest at the bottom of your lower chakra. Your lower chakra is a representation of this right there. From there all the way up to it rises on the top of your head. Right there. You can see that. Synonymous. There's the serpent. The serpent has a sun disk right there in it. Do you see the sun disk right there in the serpent? Do you see the sun disk as a representation? If I turned it that way, do you see that? Do you see the snake, the serpent being synonymous with that serpent there? Do you see this round circle right here being synonymous with that round circle right there? Do you see it? Can you see that? That's the same thing. That's the serpent power that I'm telling you about. It's in the manifestation of female lioness right now because of the constellation of Leo. And because of the fact that the lion mother will endure mad energy and obstacles of opposition to protect her cubs. Okay? Now that's what that spiritual energy is all about. That woman sitting on the throne there is representation of the awakening of self back to this knowledge of self in the purest form, or back to your goddess self. Because as you can see, this male energy turned into the spiritual energy because you had to combine all that together to give it a personification for this realm of time and space. That's how it always works. These spiritual energies encapsulate according to their location in time and space. This could be a dinosaur, this could be a chicken, this could be anything according to the conceptualization of what's looking at it. Chickens can't talk to us, but they might have all this type of stuff going on in their head too. We don't know that they don't. So don't assume that just because they don't tell you that they do, that they don't. This reptile right here, as you can see, went up a higher plane on the green. You see how this earthly plane right here also goes into the heavens? It shows you that it's all consciousness. Because this snake and everything that was right here went to a higher elevation from here. Do you see it ascended? See it went up? Do you see that? It went up before it declined. That's spiritual knowledge. That's what it means. It means that from here, this person turned into this energy, which elevated it to a higher plane, where it went through another feminine uterus and became this, which I'm 100% sure is our sun, S-U-N, without a doubt. It's showing you that the sun is androgynous, male energy, male and spiritual energy, sent back through male and spiritual energy, encapsulated in the sun. Okay, now watch this. It gets really, really good, because now you have all these energy polarities right here manifested into an energy form, a personification that comes to the earth as the god ASARS, that is immediately connected with Amun-Ra and Ptah. Okay, so now above the earth in the morning, the sun has three positions. It's Capri, Ra, and Atum before it sets. So there's always the Trinity. It's right there. There's three. And then even if you can see right here, there's always sets of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then of course 1, 2, 3, like that, because sometimes they have to interlock. But my point is that 3 became 1, and then